Hello, hello, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. Yes, you heard that right. If you missed the announcement earlier in November, I'm doing Vlogmas, which means a new vlog every single day. I already do a vlog 3 days a week, so I think I can handle this year, but we shall see. Regardless, day 1, manageable. So I thought it would be really cute for day 1 if we did making some Christmas cookies and doing a little Christmas cookie decorating. I don't know, competition is probably not the right word, but just like a little friendly, I don't know if there's no other word, competition between Mario and I. So I'm going to make some sugar cookies, and then once they're cooled, Mario and I will decorate them, and you guys can decide who did a better job. I'm the one that makes the videos, so I don't know if that's going to tip you in one direction or another, but you know. Anyway, I'm microwaving a sweet potato because it's almost noon and I haven't eaten anything today, and that's dangerous when I'm also baking. So, I have my KitchenAid out. Let's make some sugar cookies. I am following a recipe. I believe the website is called Gluten-Free on a Shoestring. I will link it below. I've never made it before, but fingers crossed. Usually when I follow recipes online, they're fine. Alrighty. Put you right here. Preheat your oven at 350 degrees. I already did that. And line baking sheets with parchment paper. Oh, I should do that. Okay. Alright, mix the flour, baking powder, sugar, and powdered sugar, and whisk to combine. 2 cups of flour. I have more if I don't have enough in here. Okay, that's 1 cup. I need more. This is the flour I use for any of my gluten-free followers. This is the best gluten-free baking flour I've ever had. Should have put an apron on. Look at this. I already got flour hands all over my fucking outfit. 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I will say the one thing about this recipe is that the website is so covered in ads, it keeps like jumping around, which is annoying. Pinch of salt. 1/2 cup of sugar. This is interesting. 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, which I didn't have, but I bought for this. Combine this. Add the butter. How much butter? 8 tablespoons. Butter was supposed to be room temperature, and I forgot. I feel like that always happens when I'm baking. I'm just gonna throw it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Could be room temperature for all we know. Boom. Now my hands are buttery. Why do I not think these things through? Alright, and then we add an egg and some vanilla. Okay, I will say this dough does not look like cookie dough to me. Getting nervous about using a recipe I've never used before now. But it says, with clean hands, knead the mixture together to form a dough. I mean, I just don't see how this is supposed to become a dough, but okay. I'm just gonna keep going because I did everything right, so. See, like it looks right, but that's like only half of it. That was the half I was able to like kind of clump. The rest feels like so crumbly. Maybe I should have mixed more. I don't know, you guys. I don't know about this shit. I just decided to read the comments, which maybe I should have done before I chose this recipe. And the baker is very sassy in her responses to people having the same issue as me, which is never a good sign. I think I'm going to add some liquid. It's not in the recipe, but we're gonna go off recipe for a second because there's just no way I'll be able to roll this out. I think I'm gonna, well, all I have is almond milk. So I think I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit of almond milk and see what that does. I may be ruining this dough, but frankly, it's not really working out anyway. You guys, this is starting to look like cookie dough. Okay, we solved it. Boom, it just needed a little bit more liquid. I knew it was wrong. Now it feels like cookie dough. It looks like cookie dough. Oh, I'm so much happier. I mean, who knows how it'll taste, but there was just no way I was gonna be able to cut shapes out of that. Now it's like still slightly discombobulated cookie dough, but cookie dough nonetheless. Oh my god, it feels like cookie dough. Okay. I'm sorry, am I a fucking genius? Yes, I am. I don't have a rolling pin. My mom gave me one a few months ago, but it broke, and so now I don't have one again. So I'm gonna use a wine bottle. This wine bottle that I'm using literally had cookie dough on it from the last time I did this. Unfortunately, I'm choosing not to eat raw cookie dough in this stage of my life because of the pregnancy and the eggs and all of that, but I fortunately have a taste tester behind the camera who will tell me if this dough tastes like sugar cookie dough. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're in business. There we go. The only Christmas cookie cutters I have are quite tiny. So they're gonna be tiny sugar cookies. I might just make some circles that are bigger so that we have some bigger ones for decorating purposes. That stopped recording at some point and I'm not sure when, but look at all these tiny little, so this is snowflakes, Christmas trees, and candy canes. I got a ton of them because like I said, my cookie cutters are very small. Yeah, I'm gonna put these in the oven. Let's see, what does she say? Not that I really trust this lady anymore, but still. Let's start at 5 minutes and look at them. All right, and now I'll use a Christmas wine glass to do the circles. Feels appropriate. I'm gonna let that first batch cool for a second before I put it on the cooling rack, and I'm gonna eat my lunch real quick. I made all the cookies. I made a ton because my cookie cutters were so small. And there's 11 just regular ass circles that I made with a wine glass. And there's like, I don't know, 30 or 40 little shapes. So hi baby.
Hi.
My husband's here, Mario.
Happy to be back. They're not all Christmas cookies.
They are all Christmas cookies.
This is a Hanukkah cookie.
That's a snowflake.
Oh, is it? I thought it was like the Star of David.
Star of David. It's a snowflake. But you can make it whatever you want. Your imagination is the limit here. Okay. No rules, but our viewers will decide who wins. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, I mean, I'm coming into this with absolutely no game plan.
No.
I am very clearly I think the underdog in this situation.
Why is that?
Well, first off, it's your home channel, and it is also your home field in a way. This is, I think, something you've done more than I have. So I think everyone, including myself, was expecting me to lose. And so I'm playing with house money here.
Okay. I don't expect you to lose, baby.
I expect me to lose.
Well, I don't. And I think the last time I decorated cookies, I was in high school. So it's been over a decade. So I think we're on a relatively more even playing field than you think. But let's just have some fun here. I'll open one of these for you so you can use one. Tuna. Okay, less is more when it comes to this icing. I messed up my first little candy cane. I'm gonna have to cheese.
This is going about to the normal like pace that we do things. Where you've already finished 2 and I'm maybe halfway through 1. There we go. That's not bad. Look, so that's a Jewish R, Hebrew R. That thing. Like that. You know, this seems easier when they do it on Great British Baking Show.
Now you have a newfound respect for them, don't you? Can you tell what that's supposed to say?
Ho.
Yeah! What are you looking forward to most this Christmas, baby?
I'm excited to see what fun, like, Christmas pregnant outfits you'll have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me too. There's a good one.
Yeah.
I got a flower on it.
We should try to get you one that's, like, funny, though. Like something that says, like...
Something that says something funny about the baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look what happened to my tree! Oh my god, this tree melted off!
Okay, well, he's got a wonky arm.
Who is he?
Wow.
He's blue.
You don't recognize your son? And it's red because he's in your womb.
Oh!
He's still developing.
Oh my god.
That arm is still coming in.
I think he's more developed in real life. Okay, what's the best Christmas present you ever got?
The best Christmas present I got was Luigi, my dog.
Oh, that's a good one.
The way they did it was, in my stocking, was like a picture of my dad with a dog in his pocket. Then they just like handed me a stuffed little like white dog, which is what it looked like in the picture, and I was like, thanks.
And then he was like around.
And then I went opening more presents when my dad went downstairs, and because they had stuff like stashed him downstairs, and then he came back up. And because when we got Luigi, he was probably maybe 2 months,
like
about,
so small,
very tiny. Like he literally fit my dad's pocket, and so my dad came back upstairs, and he had the dog in his pocket, and I mean, he looked stuffed. He was
you thought it was another stuffed dog.
There was no stuffed dog, and then I saw the dog's head move. And I was like, I freaked out.
Oh, that's so cute. No, that's really cute. Well, yeah, when Luigi was an old man, which is when I met him, he was still only like this big.
Yeah.
So I imagine as a puppy, he was like a little...
very tiny. You basically fit him on your hand.
Yeah. Oh, baby Luigi. I do love the way that your family names dogs. Like, probably some of my favorite dogs. Gucci is an incredible dog name. Giacomo. Geppetto, one of my favorite dog names of all time. Silvio, just like, there's a theme. We only had one pet growing up. So, and I named him when I was 8. So Jedi was Jedi because I'm not like other girls.
What was your favorite Christmas present?
You had such a good answer. My parents got me like, when I was like 5 or 4, one of those like life-size doll houses that you could like play in the backyard. Mm-hmm. I remember that. I was like, they had set it up in the living room. It was from Santa, you know? And I was just like, holy shit, Santa was like not fucking around this year. What do you think we're gonna do about Santa at all with our kid? We're gonna do Santa, right?
Yeah, I've gone back and forth on it because like I mean, I'm right now I'm in the frame of mind of doing it because I like that, you know,
magic
like,
exists.
Yeah, it lets the kid's imagination develop.
Some people think it's mean.
It's mean when they have to find out that he's not real.
I don't remember being upset when I found out he wasn't real.
I don't think I was either, but some kids react that way.
Well, I don't know how your parents told you, but like, first of all, some kid told me, right, when I was like really young, when I was like 6, one of my neighbors told me. And I was like upset when I was really young. I was like I was like maybe in the 1st grade. And I went home and I was like, do you think Santa's not real? And my parents were like, fuck. My parents were like, no, Santa's real. That friend's stupid. Why would you ever believe them? And that was enough for me. And I was like, okay, yeah, that person is stupid. You're right. I think they told me when I was 8. Basically, there was just like a note attached to the tree when I woke up from Santa, right? But it was just like, it was really sweet. It was like, Santa is me and your dad, but you know, it's really about the magic of Christmas and like blah blah blah. It was a sweet way of saying it, and I don't remember I was just like, oh, I think I remember being like, does that mean I'll get extra presents this year? And my parents were like, no, they're just all from us. And I was like, okay.
I don't remember how old I was, but it was like, it was not my parents telling me, it was me like
figuring it out.
Like getting old enough to the point where I was probably thinking like, he can't go to every house on one night.
I feel like we all have those thoughts, and then we're just like, somehow he does.
And then I remember like pushing my mom, not pushing, but like, you know, verbally, like being like,
what's
the
deal?
Yeah. I want to talk to the Santa guy. And then she was like, you can call him. I was like, all right, what's his number? And then she was like, 1-800-SANTA. So I went on, I fucking put 1-800-SANTA, and obviously that's not a number. So I was like,
I love your mother's commitment to the bit, though.
That's the only part that I actually remember. I remember, like, getting the phone number, actually dialing the phone number. Yeah, I just kind of, like, figured it out. But I don't remember how... I probably had to be, like, I don't know, 8 maybe?
I think 8 is, like, a good age. And I feel like at that point you kind of just have to tell your kids, because probably enough kids know.
Yeah.
But I feel like
that's the thing, yeah. I feel like you want, ideally, the kid to find out from you. You don't want...
Yeah. And,
like what happened with you, like a friend to say it and then they come home upset.
I think there's no way to avoid that in most circumstances. But I also think that, like, there's a way that we can frame Santa the older we get, where, like, Santa is more like a idea than a real person. You know, like when you're really young, Santa's a person. But like the older they get, that way it's like if they hear from someone else, they kind of already have that conceptualized as much as they can. But like I don't want them ruining it for other kids either. You know, I don't want our kids to be that kid.
You want to take a break or?
I'm just out of ideas.
Yeah, me too.
I'm only halfway through. These are mine. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And these are Mario's. He did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I do think that the cat probably is the winner for me, if I'm being honest. But that's what we've done. We still have all of these left to do, but we're going to take a break because that took us like an hour and a half, and we're tired. That's embarrassing that it took us an hour and a half. Okay, Mario and I finished the last couple that we hadn't gone to before while we were watching the Great British Baking Show. And I think one of my favorites, Mario found a bunch of fish sprinkles, so he made a fish snowflake, and he made a vampire ornament. I think those are my 2 favorite from this batch.
I love how it's a statement on climate change.
The fish one is a statement on climate change. Far be it for me to stop you from judging us. Please, go ahead. Tell us who won. But I ultimately think that we were equally bad. And that Mario was slightly more creative, which gives him the edge. That's my vote. Anyway, we had fun. I had fun making cookies with my husband, and we made the last couple watching the Great British Baking Show, so the Christmas vibes were so good. The Christmas vibes are going to be even better when I decorate the house very soon, but I think this is going to be my Vlogmas day 1, decorating and making sugar cookies. Let's not all forget that I modified a recipe like a true baking goddess. I added like one thing to a recipe that was working, then made it work. And we've had quite a few to eat while we've been doing this, and they came out pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, there are 24 more vlogs coming out this month, so subscribe, and happy December. Let's do this. Bye.